Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? I think we've about seen the worst of it for our area. We've been real fortunate, haven't had any damage yet. Hey Mr. Steve, hey Junkyard, hey DLK. Hey Traveling Hoosier. From what we're getting in our rain gauge so far, we've not quite got 5 inches of rain. And the best I can tell from looking at local weather, like 50-mile-an-hour winds is all that we've had. Hey BTO, it's still blowing and raining out there though. I just hope that the worst is all we got lucky and spared. Hey Redneck Okie. Hey Monty. No, not that I've seen. I've gone and checked on the cows and stuff, but there could be a tree or something in the back of a cow pen that we haven't seen. Hey Gordon. Yeah, everything looks good. And like I said, I believe that the worst is past for us. And all we got to do now is finish out the night with the wind like it is what they're calling for, and more rain. If y'all guys would shoot us a thumbs up. Anybody else getting any weather off of it? Appreciate you stopping in, Junkyard. You're getting it now, Gordon? Monty, not yet. Hey, Blondies. Appreciate all y'all coming in and chatting with us for a minute. We've been pretty much confined to the house other than checking on things and getting no recording done, or not enough recording done to make a video. So I figured I'd come out here and I don't know if y'all can see it. Can y'all see it, the rain blowing across the field? I don't know if it shows up on the phone or not. Red to send the rain there. Yeah. We were dry before also. Maybe it'll be just enough. Like I said, if it don't, nothing crazy happen, everything should be good, and possibly cutting hay by Saturday. Yeah, it's hard for me to tell by looking at my phone. I was experimenting earlier today with trying to hook my drone up to my phone and do a live stream, and y'all see from the drone like the other guys is doing. But I got to order a cable. I wasn't able to make it happen. Stay safe. Yeah, I know the Bahamas got tore up bad. It looks like most of what was there is destroyed. We did have several tornadoes this morning. I did get a scare this morning about 4:30 to 5 o'clock. We started getting tornado warnings where the tornadoes was spinning up next to Myrtle Beach, between Myrtle Beach and the North Carolina line, and they was coming straight our way. But luckily they fell apart. There was actually some pretty good damage done from the tornadoes that spun up this morning. One of them in the edge of North Carolina tore up a lot of stuff. Usually the tornadoes that spin up off of these is not real strong. But a couple of them this morning done some major damage. Hey Rick, how you doing, buddy? Our power's still on. We didn't, knock on wood. Don't want to jinx myself. The power's doing good. Still going. And if we don't get too much more, probably will still get to have a dirt track race this Saturday night. Oh, okay. All that's leaves out there in my yard. I was looking on the screen, I'm like, what is all that in my yard? That's just leaves out of I've got a pecan tree right behind my shop here. And most of that's pecan leaves and some other maple leaves and stuff. Appreciate you coming in, Tony. Yeah, we've been real fortunate here so far, and like I said, as long as it keeps going like it's supposed to, or they saying it is, we're gonna be escaped it too, buddy. For the past few years, we weren't lucky to escape the past few years. And McKay Outdoors, appreciate you stopping in. Any rules? We just all be responsible. You need the address so you can send King Sir. Hold on one second. Can you see that? Hey, Real Brooklyn. P.O. Box 111, Fork, South Carolina 29543. Yep, look at there, Mr. Steve put it right in for us. I wish the cell phone service was a little better in my area so I could do lives out doing stuff more often. You got it memorized? But there's only a few spots in my local area that the cell service is good enough. And like here at home, you know, if you get out in the fields where we work at, most of them, you're lucky to be able to use it to make phone calls. Wind's picking up a little bit again. You dropped something in the mail yesterday for us. I sure do appreciate that, Mr. Steve. And when I get it, I'll make sure to share what it is with everybody. I think the post office box that we use, that post office was closed today. You don't hear a post office is closing too often. They normally be open normally all the time. But if we only get another inch or so of rain, we ready to start cutting hay. I think we're gonna have some real nice third cut in coastal this time, and as soon as we get it cut, we're gonna try to go ahead and spray it with nitrogen again and see if we can get a fourth cutting on some of it. Hey 69 Druth. Hey the Living Garden. Appreciate all y'all coming in. I think for y'all new coming in, I think we've passed the worst part of the storm. We've gotten real lucky. We got about close to 5 inches of rain and around 50-mile-an-hour wind. So no damage that I've seen. Hey AK Wayne. Hey Brad, Northern Wisconsin. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, we didn't get to do much recording. We've been cooped up all day, so I figured I would just jump on here and chat for a few minutes. Appreciate you coming in, Traveling Hoosier. Have a good one, buddy. Well, Robbie TV, appreciate you coming in. Have a good one, buddy. If y'all haven't, hit the thumbs up for us. That's right, we was blessed, that's for sure. But it can go from bad to worse in a hurry with these storms. Grandson's in Charleston and he's okay. That's good. I think I'm pretty sure they got a little worse than I got. Rain, no wind damage. Nothing like the hurricane this time last year. Hurricane Florence was bad in my area for flooding. And there was power outages and trees down, but the main concern was all the flooding. A lot of people lost their homes. A lot of people are still rebuilding right now. I know several guys and their family, they still getting their home fixed up. And the year before that, it was Matthew. Pretty much the exact same thing as Florence did last year. Are y'all still getting any rain, Mr. David? Lots of hurricanes. The flooding is what's, weird for me. And I mean, I've lived in South Carolina my whole life. And we've always had, hurricanes, but it just seems like we're flooding a lot worse. All right, AK Wayne, I appreciate you stopping in, buddy. Have a good one. Yeah, Brad, almost everyone that the house flooded, they're carrying them up. And in most cases, I mean, when it flooded last year, it went like over the 100-year, the century flood or whatever they call it. So most of them that's changing the height is going up like 10 or 12 foot higher than where it was, the height there was before. We got mosquitoes here too, Living Garden. And generally after we have a hurricane like this, the mosquitoes get unreal. So you'll probably hear me complaining by next week in the video about how bad the mosquitoes are. All right, Monty, appreciate you coming in, buddy. I ain't gonna stay on here but a few more minutes. Not nothing like, and for all y'all new guys that's in here, gals, we do a live stream every Sunday night at around 8:30. And as it gets closer to winter time, it's possible that I'll move it back to 7:30. But we do it every Sunday afternoon. Said mosquitoes are starting to adapt to winter. It won't be hard for them to do here compared to my winter to y'all's. Appreciate you coming in, Brad. Have a good one, buddy. Yeah, if the mosquitoes are starting to adapt, and a lot of y'all's climate, they'll come here and be terrible all year. Hey, Mark. Yeah, living garden, it's still raining pretty good. It's hard to see, but that white haze you see right there on the screen, that's actually rain being blown across that field. But it's not raining real hard, just the wind's blowing it. Yeah, I'm in a metal building. This is a metal shop, building, whatever you want to call it, that we built. Me and my son built it about 2 years ago. But what they calling for it to stay about like this pretty much all night till about 4 to 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, Mr. Steve, it's metal roof and metal sides. Should be able to cut tomorrow. I was wanting to start cutting tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure we're close to 5 inches that there'll be too many spots in my field that'll be damp and the hay, hold moisture for a couple of days. Hey, Miss Rowdy. Hey, Benny's. Appreciate y'all coming in from Germany. Yeah, it's raining. We dealing with the last parts, we hope, of the hurricane. We're just still getting some wind gusts and probably 20-mile-an-hour winds steady, 15, 20-mile-an-hour winds. We've gotten close to 5 inches of rain, but we've been blessed so far with no damage. Hey, Rowdy. Yeah, we still in Kansas. We've been real blessed. We got out earlier and checked on the cows a couple times, and power's still on and don't see any damage. None to speak of. Ready for the winds to calm down, because with the winds picking up like they still are, it'll be easy for a tree to take the power out. Hey, Pydor 88. It's hard for me to see all y'all's names on my phone screen, and if I butcher your name up, I'm sorry. But yeah, it'll be real easy for a tree top to snap out or a limb to get on a power line and go south quick. I want to thank Monk's Corner did. Yeah, we've got a couple generators that we can use, when and if the power goes out. I done a little quick live Tuesday with us messing with one of the generators. I always take the bowl off for the carburetor if a small engine sets up for any time, because if there's any gunk or settlement in it, it's easier to clean it out than if you try to start it, and then it'll suck it up in your jets and create a bigger issue. And we cleaned the bowl out on one the other night, and can't believe it started on the first pull. Your signal was bad too. Sound like you're still in South Carolina, Rowdy. We don't hardly ever get good signal here, buddy. Yeah, we started it up. It surprised me. Hey, Papa's barn. Yeah, I could get out there and act like the weather people kind of act like it's about to blow me off, and they'll get on my knees in a ditch and say how bad the flooding is. But maybe maybe next week we'll be back to making the normal videos and won't have to be in the shop doing a live every time. You have that same generator. I ain't never had no trouble with it gumming up too bad. Like I said, if that generator the other night, it was 3 or 4 months that it sat right here in the shop. And and like I said, I just dropped the bowl off and clean it out. And then that way, it's worked good for us. Even like the small motor that's on our hay elevator, or my sprayer that we spray the hay fields and stuff with, it's got a gas motor on it. If it's been over 3 or 4 weeks sitting, it don't take but a minute to drop the bowl and spray it out with carb cleaner. But I've also got in a hurry and started them up, and it run rough, and then you have to clean it out or order another one, or take a set of torch tip cleaners. Yeah, a lot of people cut the gas off and run it out. That wind's getting up again, y'all. Can y'all hear the wind blowing? I don't know if y'all can see them trees. I'm gonna go out there now and have to hold on to something. Yeah, it is still blowing pretty good. Alright, well, I'm not going to hold y'all up. I appreciate each and every one of y'all watching and coming in and chatting with us. Supporting our farm. Hope each one of y'all have a good rest of your week and a good weekend. And we'll see y'all Sunday night on the live. Y'all have a good one.